My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Curse of the Dead Gods, where I have changed my blessing set in order to include the Grace of the Tempest, as well as Reptilian Hunger. Grace of the Tempest is gain +1 dex each time you complete a room without taking damage. We also keep Tomok's Breath, the 50% chance to be weakened for a short duration for enemies after they're set on fire, and Reptilian Hunger. The idea here is that it's very snowbally, it's very all or nothing. It's very likely to very severely dampen my spirits after I take the first point of damage. So my plan, ultimately here, is just never take a point of damage, and then I'll never have my spirits dampened, and then I'll win. Should be relatively straightforward. Gonna need to find a new weapon real quick though, because this one just does not cut the mustard. This is the effect of playing in hard. The enemies having just so much more HP. Whoa. Serpent Blade. Love it. Also pretty sure we just opened up the, entrance out here. Keep that greed kill counter going. I might want to be careful about exactly how often I use the Serpent Blade though. Because I can accidentally leave myself without stamina, which would be truly tragic. Okay, and never mind, we're fine. As long as we can just keep staggering here. I had to make sure that I didn't continue moving with the enemy because I knew they were moving into the traps on the side of the room there. So now we have fire attacks on a shield instead of the Serpent Blade there. I'm very, very, very comfy with this instead. Gives us the ability to lock down enemies more commonly. You can see the Grace of the Tempest there just activated above our heads, so we can see at the end of a room whether or not we had taken damage over the course of it. Just in case the room was pretty long, we didn't necessarily remember. Although the Reptilian Hunger is probably going to be a good way of reminding us, sometimes we do just lose the greed counter without actually having taken damage. Another one of the reasons to take this weapon is because it is a fire weapon, and we still have Tomok's Breath. For the ability to weaken! Oh my god. Yeah, I ran out of stamina there. Oh, that was awful. Still worked out, but it was awful. Alright. So just in case I haven't mentioned it recently, or just in case you're not familiar, Dex is 2% max damage. Increase per point of Dex. So it's very relevant the whole game long. Just gonna make sure that I actually leave myself with some stamina to bully all the rest of the enemies. Nice. You gotta love getting to a 20. Enemy attacks deal less corruption, extra damage on your poison. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I wasn't actually going here intent on getting a relic. It's more that this is the relic path that just happens to exist on the highest gold path that I can take at the moment. Like, I feel really confident that with this weapon, I can kill the boss. It's just then I will need a weapon very quick after I get to the next floor. Ooh, plus 20% base damage for pistols. Something pushes us in a little bit of a weapon direction right now. Gain 50% of damage taken in gold. Hopefully that never activates. Plus 3 dex. Neat. And we'll just make sure that we haven't left any gold down here. Alright, let's get to a greed counter of 40. I just want to see what I can hit as like a max, a high score, if you will, for my greed counting. Okay, phew. Happy to short myself a little bit of gold there if it helps try and... Oh! Almost. No! No! As soon as I was rolling away from the death wipe, I saw that was going to happen. Dang it. I thought I was going to get the finisher off before the enemy actually struck there, but... Ugh. So everything was completely fine up until this room. Dang it. That said, this is late enough to take my first hit that I still feel okay. I don't feel embarrassed by it, at least. There we go. Okay, now you disappear. Makana? Nice. Very, very good weapon for the upcoming boss. Really wish that I could just join those two weapons in some way. We're almost certain not to take a weapon in the upcoming shop. Just because it'll be too low level for me to really care about it. Taking damage causes hallucinations. Okay, that's a fine curse to have because, again, we're never going to take damage. What do you mean that happened last room? No, it didn't. You must be misremembering. Just, please, stay safe. I've already seen exactly what this Guardian can do. I do not want to see it again. Is this a 2-chest room? Plus 15 to fire attacks. Neat. Oh, right. I don't double my gold when I defeat a boss. So why did I go on this path then? I still do want to try and hover above 10k. It's awful. It was just short of the time that it would have taken me in order to get the shield charged up to swing. Alright. Let's at least see if we can get the champion weapon from the boss. That would be a really, really good way to get back on track. In terms of the power level we want to be at versus the one we are currently at. Okay, so there are no traps on the edge of the map here, unfortunately. Thankfully, also, at this point, none of the enemies are elites. So those traps, whilst helpful, are not, you know, almost essential to help me get some of the higher health enemies down. +1 base damage per point of dex. So it's extra damage while in the light. No. No. Yep. I was right. No weapon for me. Champ should be super simple, though. Hopefully I can get some Grace of the Tempest out of this as well. Should be the shield for the Jaguars, and then just wail with the Sacrificial Machina after the Jaguars are dead. Yep, because as long as the Jaguars are already off the field, this is just crits. I'm also actually trying to keep this greed kill counter up at the moment, which is seeming like a task I might actually be suited for. Okay. Hang on, we legitimately might keep this up. This is probably the champion against whom this is the easiest to keep up, but still. Especially while we're already at a high greed kill number, it's particularly nice. Okay. So we did get a spear. It's fine. Hey, and an extra level on our spear. Interesting. Any healing that exceeds max health is turned into gold. It's probably not super necessary for us at this point with no upkeep. Yeah, Wind Fury Pike is going to be like a really good weapon to go on with for the moment. Is it enough of a weapon that I can turn down, taking an extra weapon early? No, I still probably go Relic and then the fight. And then for a weapon. Ah, this room. Alright. Come on. The one thing we're really lacking at the moment is, well, a couple things. We need a faster way to apply fire to people. So, like, we need our fire weapon to be a faster attack. Like a claw or a blazing blade that we can use to just run with the charged attack and then wail on them afterwards. We need upkeep, obviously. We need upkeep either provided for our relics or possibly through a weapon, but it's typically provided through relics. There's one other thing that I was thinking at the time that we needed. Ooh, extra damage on fire attacks as well as dex. Gotta love that. 50% damage taken. Actually, we may replace just the pistol gain. Yeah. A ranged attack would be nice. But especially with the upcoming champion that we have, I don't know if it's needed. Would be nice, though. Something to help control my corruption? I'll reroll once here. 4% base damage per 1,000 gold carried up to 10 times. Thing is, I'm already holding what is almost plus 20% base damage for us at the moment. This would be almost another plus 40. Especially if I am actually going to end up hovering 10k at all times. I'm super comfy taking that. Okay. Another point of dex. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to perfectly complete this room. Wind Fury Pike actually might make it more likely. Fool's Bounty! Oh my god. Wait, no. Fool's Bounty isn't the one on the ground. Opening your chest gives us more gold, but it also gives us corruption. Oh my god, this is actually going really well. Roll, roll. Perfect! Ooh-hoo-hoo. Oh, I don't even care about how quickly I completed it. I just care about the fact that we got the point of dex as well as the greed. Kept up that greed counter. So we have 2 more rooms in which we can have a little bit of difficulty, and then we have a haven afterwards to heal back up, possibly. Honestly, probably, rather than possibly, is probably more truthful. You gotta love attacking with the spear at exactly the right range and just constantly hitting the crit value. Especially when the spear just happens to be at really, really good break points for you. Oh, perfect. We got our 40. We got the 40 I wanted. Okay, sorry, this is the other thing that I wanted to say about a weapon that we were missing. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot it at the time. But we did not have a weapon that was giving plus 30% damage against elite champion bosses, and that can be really, really important. Deals critical damage when stamina is depleted. That's not really going to happen that often. Oh! 30% extra damage against elite champions bosses, has fire attacks, it's claw. Has 20% base damage extra if the secondary weapon is a dagger, but I don't know if I need to go for that. I'm just very, very happy to have this claw now. And another trigger of Grace of the Tempest for us right there. Oh, almost. Whew. Plus 30 to poison attacks. Without having any poison on me at the moment, it's really hard to change from my current set. Okay. That's it. We did it. We've got all of our plus 10 stacks of 1,000 gold all active. So we have plus 60% damage from 2 of our relics at the moment to all of our weapons. Like, for claws, these are shredding things super quickly. That's not to say that claws don't usually shred quickly, but they usually don't shred in 3 attacks. Or 2, godforsaken. Like, imagine the situation where we weaken the target on the first hit and then just hit them again. Perfect dodges restore an extra stamina. I do like the Serpent skin cloak. I could take it. Wouldn't be that bad. I'll reroll. And one more time. Well, I got back to the Serpent skin cloak, and this time I'm just gonna settle for it. One thing I really, really do like about going to Havens here, and you know, I don't usually relish going to a Haven, but it does count as a room where I take no damage. So I do get my Grace of the Tempest. Let's go for time, I think, here. Creeping Gloom. We deal 10 extra damage in the light. That's actually really good because we currently have a weapon that sets people on fire. There we go. Oh. The gold. It's so much. Right, champ. God, if I can actually... I'm gonna have to perfect all my parries against the second section if I want to keep the kill counter up again. We'll see. Maybe. I'm gonna certainly try my absolute best. Yep, failed it. Failed the first parry. Honestly, I'm glad I failed that parry because otherwise I was just gonna spend the rest of this fight like stressed out. Oh, I love just constantly keeping you stunned in No! What was that? I was never gonna dodge that! Okay. It's fine. We healed up before the fight. We don't have to get the 60 counter right now. It's okay. Whoa. Restores max health and frees you of corruption per enemy killed. And also frees you of point of corruption per enemy killed, but also is a higher level. I kind of want to go up this left path the entire time, to be honest. Blinding Greed. Here we go. This is the amount of gold on the ground increases, but it disappears quickly. That's really good in rooms like this, specifically the challenge room. Because the gold that drops from the challenge shrine is going to be affected. Perfect. Yeah, unfortunately I failed one of my parries there. Honestly, we don't really need to keep the grid kill counter up constantly anymore. Really, the only reason we want to keep it up at this point is because it is a sign that I haven't taken damage recently. That's about it. Which is nice. It takes a little bit of the stress off that that's the only reason I need to keep it. But it also means I really need to find a good way to heal. Because finishes deal critical damage as well as being on the same level as my current weapon, but not inflicting fire just doesn't seem good to me. On. Dang it. Just trying to bully him in the corner and finish him off with the shield for a little bit of max HP, but losing my own HP trying to do so. Nice. A little bit of HP out of that. Not enough, though. Each greed kill removes 2 corruption. I like it. I need upkeep. Yeah, that's all of my money spent. All of my reroll spent, and I still haven't found anything there that I want. Actually, you know what? At least let's trade the Yaht's Pendants. Get +9 dex out of that, plus 18% base damage on all of my weapons. There we go. Whew. Pepper them up with the... Pepper them up and finish them off. Great. It's unfortunate that despite doing this kind of with like a min-maxy instinct to it, it doesn't really reward us that much. Not really incentivizing much min-maxy play. That said, sometimes that'll be the 30 health that matters, you know? Got him. Reaper plus 10% damage per active curse. Ranged attacks. Perfect shots deal double damage. The thing is, I like Reaper when it has plus 100% damage dealt and plus 100% damage taken, because then you're doing double damage, with the perfect shots dealing double damage on top of your weapon that deals double damage. It's really nice. I like it like that. It's just, I don't necessarily love it when it's just, you know, just a pistol. I'll take it though. Reason I'm taking it is because using that shield is not actually going to be an optimal way for me to engage enemies consistently here. Definitely not an optimal way for me to engage the boss. But also I am very likely to try and pump up the amount of curses that I have before the end. Yeah. And as long as we are one-shotting standard enemies, this is viable. The more dex I get, the more enemies I'm going to one-shot with it. A not insignificant amount of the reason to take this weapon as well is because perfect shots are crits. So if I find a relic that says heal for 10% of the damage you crit for, then all of these shots are healing me for 20. I honestly just thought I had time to roll there. Oh god, no. So without having worked up greed kills, we actually don't have one-shots on all targets. Oh, that makes life a lot worse. Negative gold offering cost, as well as constitution. Yeah. Backing them into a corner is always where I end up taking damage to the Deadeyes. I need to stop doing that. Come on, healing relic. Plus 40 to everything while under the final curse. So I think what we have to do now is start going under the final curse, right? So we offer a bunch of blood for the Crown of the Cursed King. It's going to be really, really good with the Reaper in particular. God, am I going to be able to get onto the final curse? Oh god, killing enemies. Ugh, my stamina's reduced by 1. That sucks. Oh, that's so bad. That's going to make this room like damn near unbearable. I guess it does only make this room unbearable if I use the Reaper. So I need to just not do that. Perfect. Whoop! Almost managed to miss all of that by going for the Crystal Skulls first. God, yeah, we just need a relic that says something good on it. Oh, where are we gonna get this? Oh, the curses are not known. For as long as this one's not lifted, that's fine. I already know what my other curses are, and the final one is already known whenever you get it. I was so certain that enemy wouldn't hit me that I just didn't bother trying to dodge, to be honest. I was certain they were going to be dead before that. Thought this would have been a really nice curse to get. Oh! Well done. Rolling out of the way of the trap rolled me exactly into the path of that attack. Alright. What challenges do we have to do? Are there any that seem like they would be easy to complete in another 20 minutes? They're all long is the thing. Where the Fulminating Temple, it's burn all of its occupants. Honestly, I don't think there is. Which means this episode's gonna be short, but if this episode's short, then it's obvious that I didn't make it through the whole dungeon. For the moment, my name's Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Curse the Dead Gods. Going out on another long expedition in a single episode is not necessarily an economical usage of time for me, so I will catch you in the next one. Until then, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content of the game, past, present, future, and hopefully we'll see you next time.